Hi everybody, it's Natalie from natsnumbers, helping you decode your life purpose and live your power in everyday life. Today's video is another one in the series of metaphysical meaning of disease, and this was a viewer request on the metaphysical meaning behind back issues and back pain. So in this video, I'm going to be covering the underlying meaning behind back issues. Why is this happening? What is the message that your body is trying to send you? I'm going to be giving you some basic tools that are going to be able to instigate the healing process and put you back on the path to recovery. So let's get right into it. The word back, when you take each letter and add it down to a number with the alphanumerical system in numerology, we get the number 8. And this is so amazing and so perfect because the number 8 represents the magician archetype. So whenever we see this archetype or this pattern come up in our chart, in our lives, or in our body, it is about money and power. So this is really funny because nowadays so many of us have charges about the economy and about money and feeling like there's a poverty of time, there's a poverty of abundance, there's a poverty of health. And so the reason why this shows up for so many of us, I bet you that you can name probably 5 people that in your life who have had back issues. I know that I can. It is because there is this sort of mass belief that abundance is not a natural organic force in life. And I can assure you that it absolutely is. This is what numerology teaches us. What happens is when we begin to withhold this natural organic archetype of the universe, we begin to manifest feelings of victimhood, helplessness, and powerlessness that in this case will show up in back pain and back issues. So I'm going to share with you 3 things that are going to really help you instigate a positive healing process based on this archetype. First of all, I want you to recognize that when these back issues come up, there is always a correlation with money and with finances and with power. So for instance, one of my best girlfriends, whenever she calls me with her lower back spasming, we always know what it's about. It's always about money. And so we have to coach on that. We have to help her understand that this is the correlation, that she was just doing her taxes, that she was just being fearful about the fact that 2 clients called up and canceled appointments. She was just looking at her bank account balance and wondering how she was going to make it to her friend's wedding, etc. So there's always that correlation. So I want you to figure out if you're having these experiences or if a loved one is, to really ask yourself, what is going on in your life that is affirming the belief in poverty and affirming the belief in not enough? That is a very, very important component, and it is one of the causes, but not the real cause, but it is one of the causes of why this might be happening in your body. So let's get into the real cause of it. The real cause of it is a foundational belief in poverty, a foundational belief in lack. So I'm going to be sharing with you 3 little tidbits that are going to start to ignite that healing process right now as you're watching this video. Okay, you can see all my notes. You guys, I could do a video on back pain for literally 2 hours because there's so much richness here. So that's why I'm talking. Okay, the first thing for us to understand is that the back is an amazing metaphor. It's a metaphor for what we can't see, all right? The back is something that we don't see. It's something that we don't pay attention to on a regular basis. And this is a metaphor for the source of real abundance and power. The archetype of the 8 or the magician in numerology teaches us that all power comes from the balance between 2 worlds, just like the way the 8 is written, right? There's 2 globes on top of the other, 2 worlds. In Hinduism, they call it the unmanifest and the manifest. We might call it the world of form and the world of the unseen. But basically, what is important for you to understand is the back is usually an issue when we are paying attention to just the world of form and maybe our fear and reaction to that and ignoring the true source of all power. It is what we call the true cause, right? All of the other stuff that's in our life is an effect, but the true cause behind all of that is something that is invisible and unlimited. So it is very, very important that you understand that all power comes from the unseen. In fact, when you die and your body is lying on the ground, your body is still there, every single cell is still there, but something has left the building, and that special something is life. That special something you could call your soul, and that is really the essence of what we need to tap into to be able to heal this condition. So the second step after recognizing that all power comes from the unseen, it comes from that which, like your back, is behind you, that you are not recognizing in this moment. The second step is being able to contemplate or ponder the unlimited. So this is going to be easy for some and maybe a little bit difficult for others. So I'm going to talk you through it. What I want you to do is I want you to lie down on the ground. Now, I remember when my father had severe back issues, he had to sleep on the floor. And you might relate to this, needing a very hard mattress or needing to only lie on the floor because softness does not do the trick. The reason why this is because both the earth and ground add down to the number 7, and 7 is the most metaphysical or beyond physical number in numerology. So I want you to lie on the ground so that you can begin to tap into the unseen. Now, to ponder the unlimited, we can do it in a couple ways. First of all, if you already have a belief in a God, if you already are a practicing religious person, this is going to be very easy for you. I want you to just ponder and develop a deeper relationship in this moment with the source of your existence, okay? Now, if you don't have that belief yet in place, or if you maybe are agnostic or atheist, we're going to go to another place here. What I want you to do is I want you to use your imagination to ponder the unlimited. So I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine looking out into the sky and how, with a telescope, for instance, or even with the naked eye, and recognizing that the universe is unlimited, that there is no limit, there's no boundary to where it ends. You could also imagine looking out into the ocean and recognizing that it is limitless, that it goes on forever, that you cannot see the end on the horizon. You could also imagine looking into a microscope and looking down into an atom and getting an even more powerful microscope and looking down into the electron, into the energy and the space in between all of these components of existence and matter, and recognizing that there is no limit there either. I want you to use your imagination to ponder the unlimited, because this is similar to plugging in to source and plugging into the true essence of power and abundance. Just by doing this exercise, you're going to start to notice that stagnancy and that pain break up in your back. The last step after pondering this unlimited is to do some treatments. And so treatments, as you heard me say in other videos, are affirmations, but the affirmations only work when it's on that foundation of belief which we have already nurtured in these previous 2 steps. So I have 2 affirmations. One is by Louise Hay, and if you haven't already read her book, You Can Heal Your Life or Heal Your Body A to Z, I highly recommend to go out and get it. Her affirmation is this: I know that life always supports me. And when she says life, what we're essentially talking about is that there is always an access to or an available unlimited spirit that you can tap into, and that it is always there for you to support your life and your progression in life as well. So I know that life always supports me. It's a great affirmation. I've developed my own affirmation for myself and for my clients that seems to be very effective as well, that expands a bit more on this concept of the 8 archetype. It says, I connect to the unlimited and allow it to flow through me. Because here's the thing, you can connect to the unlimited, but if you don't allow it to flow through you, if you don't develop an attitude of believing in the unlimited, believing in the natural organic prosperity, believing in the essence of this archetype of the 8 magician being a natural part of existence, then there's going to be that stagnancy in the back. So what we need to do is take all of that unlimited energy that is behind you, that you cannot see, that you cannot recognize, that maybe you don't even believe in right now, and to channel it through your body and out into your life. So to repeat it, I connect to the unlimited and allow it to flow through me. Now, a lot of you out there might be thinking, are these affirmations really going to make this pain go away? Yes, they can. Not just because you're saying them and then you're just lying there and not doing anything, but because what happens is when you apply these 3 steps, it provides a foundation of consciousness so that then you can start making decisions and be inspired to take action based on this foundation of health and healing consciousness, based on this foundation of unlimited inspiration and prosperity. And those actions are going to be in alignment with healing the cells of your back. So if you guys have any questions about this, if you want to comment, please rate the video and comment below, and I will talk with you guys later. Have a great day.